lovely Thursday. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday with the Morning Sprint. My name is Daphne Green. You already know we're going to have a good time today going over a couple of things that will make you smile, make you feel good in a way. And more than anything, I want to engage with you guys because we have a question of the day for you. How much is too much spending on Halloween? Okay, so that's one of the stories we're going to talk about today. We want you to answer this question. We're going to find out later in the sprint, but in the meantime, tell me how much you are willing to spend on the holiday. I know a lot of people go all out when it comes down to Halloween, whether it's costumes, decorations, you name it. It can be pretty expensive, but I just want to know right now, especially the way the economy is set up and stuff, how much are you willing to spend? Some people are just like, this is what they look forward to every single year, which I have none but respect for you because some of the decorations be all out. But again, how much do you want to spend? Let us know in the comment section. Drop it right there. Jazzy Jazz will get to it later on in the show. But right now, first, let's get to these cool stories that are happening right now. Train of lights in the night sky. 22 internet satellites were launched into orbit on Tuesday night. Members in our community could see it for themselves. You guys have seen the pictures and you've seen the video, so check this out. This is sent in. Really cool sight to see right here. So experts say that the launch is evolutionary and is now raising public awareness about the advancements happening in space. Starlink satellites are usually best seen just a day or two after the launch if weather permits. Some local residents were able to see the satellites just by looking up. You're looking at your screen right now. Some people captured on our camera, and here's what they had to say about it.
Just watching it move across the sky and then disappearing, and just wondering like what was going on up there. Again, it's kind of hard to wrap your head around those kind of things.
So WSLS meteorologists like Chris Michaels say that although it may not be the best time to see the most recent launch, there will be plenty more if SpaceX tries to establish this network. And you can head to our website for updates on when and where you can spot the Starlink. So again, several of you saw this and captured this, and some of you sent it in on pins. So let's get right to that. I want you guys to check this out. This is coming in from LaVon. She sent in two pictures actually. So this is one. She says Starlink Satellite tonight in rural retreat. There it goes right there. You can see the lights flashing in the sky. And then she sent another one in right here. She says, I think this is, that same kind of picture concept. And then this particular person sent it in. Vicky captured this. Super cool sight to see that I know for a fact if I was a kid watching this on the telescope, I'd be all about it. But yeah, she says Starlink satellite train passing over the peaks of Otter. So thank you guys for jumping in and sending us those pictures because again, we love to see them all the time. So let's get to this. This is a really cool, cute little story. We have some very talented photojournalists here that go out and pick up stories as well. And one of our photojournalists, you've seen him before, you've seen his work, Greg Moore. He picked up Carilion children's patients which that left their mark on a historic build, the Crystal Spring Tower. So again, 10 News photojournalist Greg Moore at the Tanglewood Center as they painted a large beam that will be added to one of the top floors. So take this out.
Just go crazy.
Go crazy.
It's so important to have kids involved with fun things at the hospital.
We'll get some yellow.
A lot of our patients come to the hospital for scary things, for procedures, treatment.
You want some red, Elijah, or blue?
Red.
Allowing them to experience fun at the hospital and the clinics is a really great thing for them to know that this is a place for healing and happiness too. It is really cool to be a part of something, kind of create a little time capsule that lets them show where we are now and where we're going in the future.
We just thought this would be a great way to have the children make a permanent mark on the building that's going to be here for decades to come.
It was kind of like weird, like seeing art coming into like the doctor's office because usually there's never art here.
They are really excited to leave their mark on Carilion. Carilion has been such a big part of their lives, and now they get to be a part of the life of Carilion and our future.
None of those jobs I really felt like were very fulfilling. So I had a friend that went and did the career switcher program, and he liked it. So I kind of got inspired by him, did the same thing. And we ended up working together for several years.
Sorry about that, guys. My mic was off at that point, and you were just sitting here listening to me talk. But again, this is the Education Impact Award. We're talking about Jason Long. Again, this guy has made a huge impact on his kiddos. It says Long has always recognized as Woodrow Wilson's Middle School Teacher of the Year as well. But again, he has been teaching in total for about a decade, 5 years at Lucy Addison Middle School, and then 5 years at Woodrow Wilson. Now, he majored in history, Longwood University near Richmond. Before teaching, he was in customer service, sales, carpentry, you name it. This guy is very talented. Blue Eagle Credit Union presented $500 to help Mr. Long continue his efforts in the classroom as a part of WSLS's 10 Impact or Education Impact Award recipient. So like I told you guys, this particular franchise, you guys nominate the individuals, and they are presented these checks with $250 goes to the teacher or the educator and $250 goes to the school. And with this nomination came a lot of sweet comments that you guys had to say. So let's get right into the comment section. Okay, so like we mentioned, first up on our Education Impact Award list, we have Jason Long, who was nominated by his peers and students. Okay, so Clarissa Blankenship came in on this article, and again, so many congratulations were going out on social media. So Clarissa says that he used to be my teacher. He was awesome. Congratulations. So again, obviously, that impact is lasting. Then Sarah Potter comes in and says, congratulations, Mr. Long is one of my son's favorite teachers because he has made history class fun and interesting. Yeah, we've seen a lot of people say that he can get very animated in his lessons, which I think is super cool. And what way to keep a kid interested and alert during class than to be animated. Natalie comes in and says that my son's favorite teacher and coach, his enthusiasm in and out of the classroom for students' education and extracurricular activities does not go unnoticed. Keep up the great work, Mr. Long. Thank you so much for that sweet, sweet comment. Always good to see people showing their support. And then Emily comes in. She says that my kids absolutely love Mr. Long. I'm going to go ahead and say it, that Longwood education. Look at him. I like the play on words there. And then this last but not least comment comes in from Jack. He says, this dude is the real deal. So again, congratulations to this guy, man. And if you guys have anybody you want to nominate like Mr. Long here, you can go to our website at WSLS.com, figure out the instructions and the requirements that it takes to nominate your favorite educator. And our very own 10 News reporter / anchor Duke Carter will get to that. Each person who wins and gets presented a check from Blue Eagle Credit Union will be able to give some type of, change in our teachers' pockets, okay? So speaking of school, let's get to this real quick. Chris Michaels had a fun journey because obviously with back to school means that he's back in the classroom as well. He had a cool little visit at Enderley Heights Elementary where he visited second graders from Buena Vista, having a lot of fun. It's always great to see our little kiddos very excited to learn, and more than anything, very excited when they see people like Chris Michaels come out and kind of spark that interest in whatever career field that these kids are probably looking out to go towards. So thank you so much, Chris, for going out, showcasing what your skills and abilities are, and then taking in how smart these kiddos are as well. We do not take that for granted. And the fact that they're so interested, so excited, so eager, it always makes our job super fun. So speaking of Chris, let's go ahead and get to our forecast today. It's going to be another beautiful day to get outside and do something with your family.
Hey there, guys. Happy Thursday. Today we're dry. Most of tomorrow we're dry, but we're keeping an eye on this storm system that's going to be near the East Coast. Could have some rain in Lynchburg and South Side around high school football time tomorrow, but the rain becomes more widespread as we head into Saturday morning. And then as we head into Saturday afternoon, becomes a little more scattered, but fitting for the first day of fall. High temperatures by then, 65 to 70 degrees. Have a great rest of your Thursday. I'll see you for Friday morning on The Spring.
Yeah, so you heard them. Going to be beautiful today, but make sure you keep your app downloaded because this weekend may be a little wet, but it's not going to be too bad. Okay, moving on to a really cool story as well. We always love to see those rescue stories when it comes down to our first responders who go over and beyond, whether they're rescuing people or little bitty animals. Okay, so we got a former firefighter. He goes over beyond to call of duty, caring for a creature and her babies in need. So get this. This is him. He says that he was driving home from when he saw a mama possum had been hit. It was clear that unfortunately she passed away, but she had possums in her pouch that was moving. So he opened her up, saving 6 babies inside.
I saw life in peril, and I just didn't think twice about it. Life is precious. We only get one. So you need to appreciate life, and their life is no less or more important than mine.
So he brought them back to his house, cleaned them up, and kept them warm. And then he put up a post on social media asking what to do next. State Wildlife Rehabilitator reached out and now have the babies. They said that the babies will stay in the care for a few months before they get released into the wild. So again, another sweet story right there where instead of several possums passing away, one possum passed away, but her babies are living on, and look how adorable they are. They always start out cute, right? So yeah, it's a cool story right there, and thank you so much for your service. Again, you never, like, first responders, they go over and beyond all the time. Moving on to this particular story is another cool one, man. Indianapolis Colts tight end Kylan Granson scored his first career touchdown Sunday, but had to save the celebration for social media. He did so in a very creative fashion. That's because officials initially ruled he was short of scoring, but they reversed that decision upon review, but not in time for the grandson to do an on-field celebration. So he posted a series of pictures on Instagram with his touchdown ball cradled in a towel alongside his partner, imitating a photo shoot for a newborn child. So again, super creative. It's cool to see our players have some type of sense of humor, and every time they have a sense of humor, it makes you smile because you see that these individuals who are out there killing it on the field are just like normal human beings like you and myself. So let's get to this Halloween story, guys. We were talking about this. How much is too much for Halloween? Okay, some people love them some Halloween shopping. Some people may go over and beyond. Some people may keep it a little close in the pocketbook. So despite America's dealing with high prices and tight budgets, experts predict records as people spend more than $12 billion this year. Now, part of that is because more Americans are expected to participate in Halloween. 73% of us spending on average $108.
Total spending on costumes for adults, children, and pets is expected to reach over $4 billion this year, and then decorations are as popular this year as they were last year.
So yes, how much is too much on Halloween? And again, you got to factor in the candy, the decorations, the pumpkins, the costumes, you name it, $108. I know Jenna and our director, Steven, were talking about the clothes that they bought for, or the costumes that they bought for their children this year. It can get pretty expensive, but for people like myself, I am not that big of a Halloween celebrator, but I see how it can get expensive because one time I did throw like a Halloween party for one of the organizations that I ran when I was in college. And yeah, that money came out of my pocket. It was pretty doggone, it was a pretty penny. And I was just like, man, this is a lot more expensive than I thought it would be. But again, the decorations will last a lifetime. You got those decorations forever. So before we get to Jazzy Jazz, we do got to remind you about an event that's happening today. 40th LFA Kids Consignment Sales kickoff at the Berglund Center today. It's 4 days of massive deals on gently used kids gear, toys, and clothes. Shopping starts at 9 a.m. today through Saturday and at 10 on Sunday. And new this year, they got the purses must be clear on handheld or handheld, but shopping bags do not have to adhere to that policy. So let me get to Jazzy Jazz real quick. Let's take it back to the awesome, there we go, Halloween. So Jazz, are you with me?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, girl. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am good. So tell me, how much would you be willing to spend on Halloween? First of all, do you celebrate Halloween?
Oh, I love Halloween.
Yeah?
It's such a fun time. Like, you got the Halloween lights, the costumes, the movies on ABC Family, the candy. Like, it's such a fun time.
Yes. So how much would you drop on getting your decorations and all that stuff going?
Not that much.
Yeah.
Like, I'll probably try and find sales.
Yes.
I wouldn't like blow or spend like a whole lot of money because it's not that deep for me. Like, I love to have fun, but I'm not spending like $500 on decorations. Like, I'll probably go the cheap route and still have fun with it. What about you?
Okay, so for me, what I do, and it was funny because growing up, we never trick-or-treated or anything. It's kind of a tradition that we did. Mom would get like a ton of candy, like a lot of candy, and we lived out in the country. So we would eat the candy, watch Michael Jackson's Thriller music video and scary movies and stuff like that. So we didn't spend that much on it, but I do see how it could get expensive, especially with the spider webs and all that stuff. Do we have any...
Because costumes can be pretty expensive.
Oh, yes, 100%. Do we have any comments or anything today?
Yeah, Kareem M, and I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, but he said $108. He said I may spend that on candy in a year on myself.
It makes sense. Hey, I ain't mad at you, Kareem.
Right. But yeah, that's all the comments for today.
Perfecto, Jazz. Well, you got anything else, girlie?
No, I'm just excited for Halloween. I'm excited for the weekend.
Yes, Lara. We're almost there. Well, you have a great day.
All right, you too.
All right, girlie. All right, guys, before we roll out, let's get to these headlines so that you guys can see what we're covering in our later newscast, including 10 News at noon. A local school district under some heat right now, taking action after parents say that they found some sexually explicit books in a middle school library. Very inappropriate books and very offensive books. 10 News reporter Sydney Jacksheimer, she's been working for you with the reactions from parents. So hopefully, obviously they're taking action on that, but it's just, this is the debate that we just got to get together, y'all. Plus, we got Lynchburg police say that there is no threat to the community this morning after a tactical team responded to a threat on Hanover Street. Officers say that threat, which wasn't specified, was unfounded. We got the latest on that investigation. And last but not least, several retail giants looking to fill thousands of seasonal positions in time for the holiday season. Some aren't looking for as many new hires as they have in the previous years. We have why some financial experts say that the number marks the lowest seasonal hiring total since 2008. We all know that economy is a little funky right now. So yeah, a lot of reasonings behind that. Either way, thank you guys so much for joining us on the Morning Sprint today. We're going to be back here tomorrow to wrap up our week on our Friday. I pray that you guys go out and have a safe day. Enjoy your Thursday. Do whatever you want to do outside. But let us know what you want us to talk about or anything like that. Drop it in the comment section. We are always here for you. But with that being said, we're about to roll out. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 8, WSLS.com.